the Ruger LCR lightweight compact revolver in 22 Winchester Magnum rimfire, 22 Mag, 22 WMR, whichever way you care to say it. Let's talk about it and let's actually shoot it some. The 22 Mag Winchester LCR is just one of many versions. They actually, I don't believe the Magnum in the LCR with the single action only shrouded hammer is still in the catalog. They have a number of others similar to this, 22 long rifle, 38 special, 357, etc. They also make the X version, that's with an external hammer. Now that they do make in the 22 Mag. They make that in like this, the 1 7/8 inch barrel. Also make it in a 3-inch barrel with adjustable sights. Let's see, 22 long rifle, 22 Magnum, 38 special, 9mm 357 Magnum, and 327 Federal Magnum. So they do have a variety of them. These are a little hard to find nowadays in the single action only shrouded hammer 22 Magnum. I found one of them on one of the auction sites for about $450. Otherwise, the retail on the X model with the external hammer is running about a little over $700 on these right now. And again, fairly popular. This has an aluminum frame. The more powerful ones, the 357 and the 327 Federal Magnum and the 9s have a stainless steel frame. This is aluminum. Also has a polymer housing for the fire control unit, which is rather unique. This gun weighs empty 17 ounces, loaded with 6 rounds of 40 grain Winchester rimfire Magnum rimfire ammunition. Comes out to 17.9 ounces. We're going to talk more about it, but let's just for kicks put 6 rounds on the plates here and just see how it works. 6 rounds of 40 grain CCI 22 Magnum, 22 Winchester rimfire Magnum Maxi-Mag target ammunition, and we'll just put a few through here at 12 yards at the plates, and 6 plates, 6 shots. I now have one misfire there. Got it on the last one. Does not quite get full length extraction. Extractor does not go out all the way, so occasionally you have to pluck one of the cases out. This has a stainless steel cylinder, and like Smith & Wesson, it rotates counterclockwise. Trigger on this is smooth face, which I like. It's nice and rounded, which works really nice for me for double action. Lets my finger kind of roll around the trigger as I'm working it. This says it's a non-stacking cammed design, and it seems to be okay for that. It rather heavy, typical double action. This comes out to about 11 pounds 3 ounces on an average of 6 pulls. It does lock up just before the trigger gets to the rear, which means you can stage the trigger on this, which doesn't make it quite like a single action, but close. And staging the trigger definitely allows that final sight alignment theoretically without jerking the shot off target. The cylinder is somewhat countersunk or counterbored on the back that lets the shell cases fit flush with the actual cylinder head, and so far that seems to be working okay. It does have a push button cylinder release, which is more like the Ruger and the Kimber K6, not like the Smith, which goes forward, and the Colt, which goes backwards. Let's take it over to 25 yards and just see how it works over there. All right, the LCR is still loaded with the Maxi-Mag 40 grain target ammunition. We're going to see how this works out here at 25 yards. Start with the black 12-inch way over there on the left. Oh, come on. May have to redo this one. I'm showing misses, that's okay. There we go, finally got a hit out of it. That's 3 shots to get it. All right, there's a 10-inch way over there on the right, a white one. Let's try that, see if I have any better luck. Oh, this is not doing good for a revolver shooter here. There we go. All right, it is shooting a little low left. So that's, what, 5 shots? I got 1 left. Just for kicks, let's see if we can go for the head flipper on the black silhouette. All right. This is not boding well at 25 yards. Sometimes some of the cases do seem to stick in here too, and not really want to extract nicely. All right, that didn't work well at 25. What do I have left here? 15 rounds left. All right, let's do 6 more at 25. See if I can make it work a little bit better. That was embarrassing. I'm a revolver shooter. It's not supposed to be that bad. While I'm loading this up, it does have a neoprene Hogue monogrip on it. It does help tame the recoil. Not that there's a lot of recoil, even out of the Magnum rounds here. Just not a lot. Now, one thing I'm having a little trouble with is, I shouldn't say I'm having trouble. It's me. Sometimes I'm going to take the blame for it. The trough or notch rear sight, they say it's a U notch, it's more of a square notch, and a white insert in the front sight. By the way, that front sight is pinned and can be removed for putting on a different front sight. Not the world's greatest contrast for me, but that's just an excuse. Let's see if I can go for that head flipper one more time here. No, I'm not going to waste 4 more shots on it. I got to try at least for an 8-inch, the one just to the left of the black silhouette. Alright, I got that. There's a 6-inch to the right of it. Can I do that? Alright, 2 shots left. Should I try for that head again? Not going to happen. Alright, I'm showing, what do I got? 8 rounds. 8 rounds left in the box. That's all I'm going to try at 50, but let's take it out there. I know people will comment on why am I shooting a little gun with a 1 7/8" barrel at 50 yards. It's strictly a defensive gun, me to you, and yeah, it is. If you've seen enough of my other videos, you know that I want to know what the gun is capable of in my hands, what it's not capable of, so that I know if it works well at a given distance, then I know that it's going to work closer. If I only shoot closer, I have no idea what it's going to do if I have to use it farther away. Let's just see if I can hit anything silhouette size at 50 yards. Double action only, not the world's greatest sights. Silver gong on the left. Got it. How about the 16-inch high right? Looks like it's moving. Now I'm not going to hear it much back here. How about the 12-inch below it, right next to the red silhouette? Got it. How about a 10-inch right next to the 16 there, white with the black center? Alright, how come I can get the 10 at 50, but I can't get the 8 at 25? Alright, let's try for an 8. What the heck? Right below that 10-inch. Fire, oh nope, she's got one misfire again. It's got a hit, primer hit. I've had better luck with this out of other guns. I don't know why it's not working out of this one. Alright, counterclockwise rotating cylinder, so I stage that one round to the right of the barrel, so as I pull it through, should go to the left. I'm not even going to try for the 8, let's just go back for the gong. Alright, that gets it. I got 2 rounds left here. I have 2 rounds left. That's all out of the box of 50 because I did some other stuff with the Magnum today. And heck, let's just bring it back in here close. 2 quick ones at the silver silhouette here at 12 yards. Alright, it does get the job done. Stainless steel barrel. It's got a PVD finish on the gun, which is supposed to be fairly durable. And you know, for a little me-to-you type gun, I'm kind of happy with this. I did some chronograph work with this earlier, right before we started filming. And actually, I filmed a little bit of that, so I'm going to roll it on in. And it's interesting in looking at velocities. I had an average velocity of 1,185 feet per second, 1,185 with that ammunition out of this gun. Out of the 4.5-inch barrel on the Walther WMP, it averaged 1,397 feet per second. Just for kicks, I brought out an 18-inch Howa rifle, the only other Magnum gun that I have. That was 1,921 feet per second average. And CCI is saying this should only be 1,875. So again, the 18-inch barrel Howa got a little bit better. Obviously, the 4.5-inch barrel Walther was less. Now we look at energy. The average of 1,185 feet per second, by the way, that had a 52.05 foot per second extreme spread out of 6 shots out of this gun. That's 125 foot-pounds. The extreme spread out of the Walther was interesting. It was only 36.55. Same ammunition, same atmospheric conditions, shot all at the same day. But that 1,397 feet per second was 173 foot-pounds, and out of the Howa with a 1,921 foot per second average came out to 328 foot-pounds. Big difference, barrel length obviously, but would the 125 foot-pounds be decent enough out of this little gun? Yeah, absolutely, at close distance. So is it a good defensive gun? Yeah. If somebody says, nah, 22 is not a good defensive gun, ask them if they'd want to be shot by a 22, and the answer, of course, is going to be no. So, yeah, in a pinch, in hands that are a little bit recoil sensitive maybe. However, that 11-pound, and by the way, this one is empty, but that 11-pound trigger might be just a little bit tough for some people. You may not be able to function this in double action only. So that's a trade-off that you got to look at when you're considering whether or not this is going to be a decent defensive type pistol. Would I recommend it? Again, I can't say yes or no. Your mileage may vary on how well you shoot something like this. Would I take it? This is a borrowed gun, and I want to thank my friend Jack for loaning me this, and he's loaned me a couple others in the past for a review. And if you wanted to sell it, I'd actually consider buying it. It is a nice, interesting little gun. All right, just a short look at the Ruger LCR lightweight compact revolver in 22 Magnum, 6 shots, and do kind of like it. Hey, thanks for stopping in.